Which is better, science-based lifting or ego lifting? Well, people have been debating between these two for quite a few years now, and you yourself may already have your own opinions. But just take a few moments to listen to what I have to say, and you'll be pretty surprised at what you have to hear. Let me explain. So to start off, we first need to clarify what exactly is ego lifting. Despite the name being ego, it's not entirely a bad thing. Ego lifting is the partial to dramatic breakdown of form in your exercise for the traded increase of weight, reps, and intensity you can do during your sets. I recently benched 335 pounds for my very first time, but you could argue that I myself was ego lifting. Not simply because the weight was heavy, but because I didn't take a slow eccentric movement on the way down. And I didn't pause the bar on my chest before I lifted it back up as you normally would when going for clean bodybuilding form. Even doing partial reps at the end of your workout is technically classified as ego lifting, as after a clean set of using proper form, you then are intentionally on your last few reps letting your form break down to let your muscles contract that weight just a few more times. Which, when done correctly, by the way, is actually a lot better for you rather than just stopping at your predetermined rep range of 10 to 12 reps. And so controlled ego lifting, particularly in the form of partial reps, is a great way to increase your muscle growth over the upcoming weeks and months, rather than if you didn't do any partial reps, because your body is extremely good at adapting to its exercises. Partial reps are bound to help out. Now, hold on a minute. What is all this talk about science-based lifting? Isn't it just a bunch of weird nerd mumbo-jumbo that we don't really have to listen to? Well, kinda. Science-based lifting can actually be pretty simple. Here are some of the main core values of science-based lifting. Number 1, variation in exercise. Now look, I'm not saying you have to do an exercise so strange and so unique that it pretty much loses all practicality, which, by the way, is a modern flaw with science-based lifting. Simply changing things up from cable to barbell to dumbbell to Smith machine is a great way to introduce different kinds of stimulus that your muscle isn't used to. Number 2, physical alignment. And no, I'm not talking about aligning your chakras for more inner peace, but rather aligning your joints. You see, the term stacking your joints is a pretty common term among the powerlifting community. Usually with certain compound exercises such as deadlift or squat, you want to have your joints relatively in a tight vertical line. This allows you to cleanly transfer your body's exertion of energy and also greatly reduces the risk of injury. Number 3, progressive overload. Now, this is a common term for lifters intermediate and above. To put it simply, progressive overload is the gradual increase of weight, reps, and intensity over time to let your muscles adapt to greater and greater stimulus. This gives your muscles so much more opportunity to grow. Number 4, biomechanics. Basically saying to adhere to certain principles of your body, lifting up with your legs instead of your back, and tucking your shoulder blades behind your back while doing a flat bench press. These are prime examples of adhering to simple biomechanics, and it will greatly increase your muscle growth over time and greatly reduce the risk of injury. Number 5, recovery and rest. Now, I don't want to sound like a broken record here. So many people nowadays in the fitness industry preach recovery and rest, and while it is important, you really don't need more than 1 to 2 rest days a week. And unless you're doing something other than standard weightlifting training, such as some sort of hyper-intense training regimen, or you're over 50 years old, more than 2 days of rest a week is overdoing it, and you're probably missing out on some long-term gains. So that brings us to the question, which is better, science-based lifting or ego lifting? Well, they both have great aspects to them both, so why not use aspects from them both? For example, in ego lifting, next time you do a workout, you can add partial reps at the end of your set, intentionally allowing your form to break down so your muscles can contract the weight just a few more times. For science-based lifting, try adhering to simple biomechanics, like lifting with your legs instead of your back on a squat, and tucking your shoulder blades behind you while doing a flat bench press. Also, not to mention, using progressive overload. maybe next week try 55-pound dumbbells instead of 50. And then 2 weeks after that, try 60-pound dumbbells. Who knows? This could help you so much more than you actually think. Go down to the description in this video and click the link to join our free Discord server. In our Discord, we'll be sharing tons of helpful fitness and motivational advice. And if you just want to be a part of an awesome, healthy fitness community, then I would love to see you there. Again, link is in the description. Join free today. And with that out of the way, guys, I appreciate every single one of you for watching. Peace.